Tony Ferguson is the type of guy to come into this Zoom interview and do an interview with me ahead of UFC 256. TF, I'm fired up for this fight against Do Bronx. How you feeling, my man?
Feeling amazing, dude. Playing Mike Tyson's Punch-Out right now on my kid's Nintendo Switch.
Oh, all right. That shows how loose you are. You seem in the embedded like nothing can bother you. How's your mindset heading this fight?
I feel pretty good, man. I'm confident like a motherfucker. So, I mean, I forget we're on TV with the ESPN, but I'll keep my swearing down to a minimum, man.
This is CBS Sports right here. You can tell ESPN to pound sand. All right, come on, man.
I tell you what, man, I'm getting confused. We got media day today, man. It's throwing me off. Usually I'm supposed to be working out right now or getting hit in the face or something like that, dude. So I'm pretty amped up that I'm actually sitting here playing fucking Punch-Out. So,
I love it. I saw you on Embedded, Tony, doing the kind of snap jitsu stuff that only you can do. But then I saw you walking down a staircase on your hands. I think I got paralyzed out of fear just watching that. You can do. You're a magician. How do you even pull it off, brother?
I don't really think it's that special. I mean, I've been doing it for a very long time. When I moved to Orange County, check this out. I was in a cast, and that was when I first started management. That was about 12 fights ago, 13 fights ago, 8 years ago, before I think it was Conor was on welfare and like all the bullshit, and the women's division wasn't even made and all that stuff. And it's funny how that happened, but like over the years, just here you go, man. We're right in front of us. I forgot what I was fucking talking about. That's how important it was.
Walking down the stairs on your hands like a madman.
So check this out. I was in a cast for the longest time, and I went to Orange County College. There was OCC College right there in Costa Mesa, and I would do the laps around the track because I had a cast on and I was inspired to want to get better. My wife, she was like, "Let's go. I'll go with you." All right, cool. And I started doing it. And you got to realize that when I broke my arm, I didn't think I was going to be able to fight again and all this other things. And that's why I do what I do. I do like my bear crawls. I do my stuff and I keep challenging myself. And I had this place over where the OCC was, we would do stairs. And it got to the point where it's like, I didn't see anybody do it, but I was like, fuck, I want to test myself. I want to keep doing it. So when the cast got off, I made it stronger. I had to make sure I put the weight on it, and I would do decline bear crawls like I would back home. And that's it, man. I'm strong as fuck. And here we go. UFC 256 this weekend.
All right. Well, let's stay on that note, because your powers of recovery, whether it was your knee injury a couple years back, and then you were back in the cage a few months later, it's insane. So you're coming off that brutal fight in May, where I have to give you a ton of respect for showing maybe more heart in a fight against Justin Gaethje than I've ever seen in combat sports. And I say that sincerely. How have you recovered from that physically and mentally for this one?
Oh, well, I didn't even know I broke my toe in the fight. Being real was cool. Long story short, and I'll share it with you. I was in the hospital, and obviously they couldn't let anybody in. And this was like the first time this, just like some of the most random stuff. Hold on. Sorry, I got a couple people trying to phone me in right now. But what I saw was what was the question again? Sorry, somebody interrupted. What was the question?
Recovering from the brutality of the Gaethje fight and how quickly your body responds.
Body's been responding like that because I didn't, for the longest time, even when I was fighting, I didn't have insurance. A lot of us, when we start to fight, that we don't have insurance. Promoters can't obviously, give you insurance. In the UFC, they've been earning their way with everything, but you don't have insurance unless you're fighting, which is kind of like one of those things. And being injured, take care of my body. My background is like, I started with and the health and recovery field. Let's say it that way. I've been involved in the hospital for a very long time. Job shot at a lot of sports meds like Mike Braid and a couple of people that were part of the men's Olympic volleyball team. And it gave me the confidence to be able to know that I do know what the fuck I'm doing. I've been injured plenty of times to be able to do this stuff. I know how to take care of my body. I know nutrition is a huge part and factor of it. And you're going to have to supplement a lot of different things with it. I can explain to you what the process is and everything like that, but everybody's body's differently. And since I trained my body to be prepared for war, especially after that Gaethje fight, immediately I went to work. The doctor said, your creatine levels are too high. That means basically that I had so much swelling in my legs and everything that was right there in my legs, right, that they were going to have surgery. I looked at my wife when that said that, right, and I looked at her and she was just kind of like, not crying and stuff, but just teary-eyed. She didn't want to see me like that. And I took it upon myself to go into recovery mode. Immediately, they put us in an emergency. To the right of me, I had a stab victim, and to the left of me, I had somebody that got shot. Damn. So these dudes had it worse than me. And here I am just getting stitches, and they're trying to undress me and getting all this stuff. They're panicking. They're panicking. The people in the room. I'm like, hey, we're looking at my dick. Like, fucking sitting here, they're trying to undress me and stuff. And it was funny. And the lady's like, sir, we're trying to do it. I was like, lady, your bedside manner sucks. I was like, you need to walk away. Where's your manager? I was like, you know what I mean? Like that kind of shit. I'm like, boom, man, get the bad vibes around me. Went right into recovery mode. If I didn't do that, I would have had surgery. Thus the picture of me dancing. So for fucking hours and hours and hours, I went to work and trying to get that circulation back in my leg. And the people that are out there that know health and wellness and they understand what recovery is, they know immediately what that does. So I got my creatine levels down enough. I demonstrated that I was happy enough. I showed you guys what we could really do with the pain, and we fucking made it happen.
Well, you said everybody's body is different. Everybody's mind is different. You're a different dude. You have a self-belief, and it's impressive. I'll give you that credit. So look, this is a really big fight. Co-main event, UFC 256, a rising Charles Oliveira. I don't have to tell you about him, but should this fight have a interim title or something at stake, given the uncertainty of this division? I mean, do you believe Khabib Nurmagomedov will defend his title ever again?
I can give two fucks. I'm gonna be real. I don't care anymore. With that being said, like I said in my last interviews, there wasn't enough juice in the squeeze for my family. All this worrying about title shots and wet dreams about the title belt and all these other things that the UFC dangles in front of me or other fighters, that I used to let that affect me. I'm no longer letting the UFC control my attitude and my way and my financials for anything anymore. I've taken complete advantage of all my stuff. I've increased my value to the point where I know it. I know my athletes' values, and I know my community's values where I represent, which is in Orange County. I know that I have an obligation as a professional athlete to go out there and demonstrate exactly what the fuck I know how to do, which is go out there and get that victory, no matter what, during a pandemic. How about when nobody's weighing in? How to demonstrate to these younger dudes that, why are you missing weight when I did it by myself during a pandemic? And I increased my weight all the way to 181 on that Sunday, right? Get this shit. I ate potato chips and I ate a bunch of shit because I wanted to see how high I could get. And I got to a threshold where I was like, okay, enough. And now I'm going to cut the championship weight. And this right here, what I'll end up doing is demonstrating to all these younger athletes and all these people in interviews and everything that it can be fucking done by yourself. And I did it. That's the reason why I'm here doing my thing by myself this week. Or not by myself. I can't say that. My team.
Well, let me ask you this, Tony, because I respect you so much. You're one of the best fighters pound for pound of this era. You're one of the greatest lightweights of all time. You had a 12-fight win streak. If you don't ever get the chance to fight for the real UFC lightweight title, I'm not gonna be able to sleep at night. How about you telling me you're okay with that?
You have to understand the real title is sitting on my fucking table right now, or it's actually right up here. That's the real belt, and the real fans out there, not the casuals and the hardcore. Like, that's my terms, by the way. Like, and that's how awesome and how cool I am. I stopped worrying about having a belt to be cool. I stopped thinking about that. When people started jockeying my style, I started kind of being mean about it. I was like, man, why are they doing that? Why are they doing that? Even Chad Marcandu fucking took some heat off of that for saying that. But then I go back and he's one of my boys now. And I think about it because if you like something, you're going to sample. You're going to make it your own. You're going to try to do that. And for my whole entire life, it's always been that. People might not like me, but they like what I have.
No, they do. So if you're not title chasing, what is at stake for you, not only in this fight against Charles Oliveira, but the idea of maybe facing the winner of Conor and Poirier?
I don't care about those guys. They don't care about me. They're over there trying to do their thing, whatever the fuck. They want to go to Abu Dhabi and they want to fight and have that luxury lifestyle where they can fucking do that. You don't know what the fuck's going to happen next year. You're going to wait and wait and wait and wait. You could prepare and prepare and prepare and prepare. But that just says so much about their character that they're not willing to step up for the company during turmoil. You can talk a whole bunch of shit from the sidelines, right? But then who's the fucking guy out there? Are you not entertained?
I'm pretty damn entertained. Do you feel the UFC owes you, because you did a company move this is my words, in May to take on a guy last minute like Gaethje to keep the show going? Do you feel like the company owes you anything from the standpoint of a title shot?
Absolutely nothing. Nothing is owed to anybody is what I've realized for a very long time ago. You have to earn that shit. And for 12 years, look, I'm going to be real. 12 fights in a row, no title shot. 8 years, no loss. Conor still on welfare and all this other stuff. Women's division wasn't even fucking made yet. And Henry Cejudo, blah, blah, blah. All this stuff that you see in the memes. that doesn't get you a title shot, it's a fucking wet dream. I'm Mexican, dude. They don't want to see me fucking have a belt. Like, I don't understand it. Like, I can use any excuse. Ask Dana. Ask them why I don't have it. Am I not marketable? Have I not increased my value over time? I went from 100K on Instagram to 1 million in a year. And I made it a point and a goal of myself to market it in the most organic fucking way by posting up pictures of my plants, my stuff, and my goofy shit that I put out there to make smiles rather than cries. Instead of being, oh, poor me, I gotta wait until this. No, motherfuckers. I like to work. I enjoy what I do for a living. Belt or no belt, I got one. I'm not greedy. The other one, man, I'm gonna be real. I got up and coming fighters that are I'm really trying to fucking tell them that this fucking thing is rough. That this sport will fucking break you. It will ruin you. It will. But if you're cool enough to fucking come back the next fucking day, you're gonna make it, kid. Is what I keep telling everybody, and all these athletes that are out there around the fucking world now. I'm getting applications. I'm getting resumes, even from people from SpaceX 9 that work. I want to come to your academy. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to like help you out. I want to build you an app. I want to do these kinds of things. And I'm like, you know what? This is fucking awesome. Because all I do is I made myself available. I'm not saying I'm an expert in anything, but it's a jack of all trades, master of some.
So what are you fighting for now? Is it money? Is it glory? What are you in this game for at the moment?
Well, if I told you, then I would have, look, this is how I explain it to my guys. I'm like completely naked right now. My house is being remodeled. It's like kind of doing the thing. And then like my academy, I've opened my doors. I have like zero privacy and I love it. It's made me such a better person to myself. I open my doors, open my windows. I'm like being really welcome to everybody in the world. And nothing's going to change that. I've completely changed my life for the best. And I'm not going to let anybody affect that anymore. I've made that sole decision and conscious decision because I didn't like the way that everything was being done. Like how you said.
I respect that. You are a man of principle. I respect that. All right, let's close this out here because I know you're a busy man.
Hold on. I was talking, brother. Hold on, I'm talking, brother.
I love it. Keep it going. Keep it going. Bring it.
Say that.
Charles Oliveira.
Awesome.
The fans think this is going to be a war, a great fight. What should we expect in this one?
Buy the fight. Don't stream it. You guys always know that about me. So if you guys are illegally streaming my shit, don't do that. When I fight, don't do that. For everybody else, I'm not going to tell you to encourage you to do that, but you guys know how hard I work. I'm not getting pay-per-view points. I've never gotten pay-per-view points. You got to ask the UFC why that. Now, if everybody says, oh, okay, you're chasing for the gold and everything like that, no, I want to get paid what I'm valued, what I'm worth, what I'm out there doing. I don't care. I don't speak for other athletes. They don't do the same shit I did. I started from the mailroom with the Ultimate Fighter. I had to try out 3 times. On the third time, I said, "Why?" The first time I tried out for 185 pounds, and I made it all the way to the third round. They're like, "You're skinny, dude. Why are you in here?" And I was like, "What the fuck? Why did I get all the way to the third round?" I wrestled John Jones in college. I lost him by 1 point. You have to understand. Damn. I bumped up 2 weight classes for my team. Yeah, nobody understands that. The Cliff King National Duels. He used to wrestle Iowa Central. I was at Grand Valley State. You can ask him. He fucking held my glasses one time. He was like, "Man, you might not get these back." I said, "You want to wrestle for him?" He said, "Fuck that."
I feel like we're going to see you fight at heavyweight one time just to prove that you can, Tony. All right.
Light heavyweight.
You there? Light heavyweight. Okay. I'm down with that.
I walk around, if I'm not fighting, about 205. We were having this discussion the other day. And right here with Bo from the Performance Institute is my strength and conditioning coach. And I love that guy. And Heather, she's my lady over at the Performance Institute, my therapist too. I'm really trustfully trusting the process now that I have all these tools to be able to succeed. And I'm going to demonstrate that I can use those and then use it. From this fight, I did. I kept in contact with Bo. I made myself available to the Performance Institute. With Coach Forrest Griffin the same way. Like, I have respect for these people that have paved the way for athletes like myself. And it's on me to make sure that I keep paving the pathway for my guys and their guys afterwards. Because this sport, right? Khabib is saying you want to get in the Olympics. Dog, I've been trying to get this sport in the Olympics for fucking years. What the fuck? You're going to take more notes and say you want to go fight GSP or have a can of Coke and whatever. Keep on sampling. Keep on saying all that stuff and just keep on jogging the style so much like Ali Abdelaziz trying to get into the head and Conor laughing at little things with these. That means I'm getting closer. That means I'm getting very, very close, guys. And
he's the real champion. You can see the belt above him. I could talk to you all day, Tony. I got to respect the process, though. Final question: post-fight celebration meal after you beat Charles Oliveira. What do you think? Little tiramisu, little McNuggets on the side. What do you got for me?
Oh man, I'm more amped up to get a Thanksgiving dinner cooked by myself and my wife and my son and my unborn son that's on the way. That's the things that really make me tick. That's the kind of wholesome stuff that I believe why I do what I do. I used to do all these interviews and get so amped up and everything. And there was a point in my life where I said, you guys aren't going to enjoy me anymore. I said that probably like maybe 8 years ago. I was like, there's going to be a point in time where you guys aren't going to like me. I'm not going to be doing these interviews and this shit. But I took a conscious decision. I talked to Chris from The Fighter. And I was like, look, I'm going to try something different. I'm going to do these video phone calls because right now we're during that time. So I want to say thank you very much, man, for taking the opportunity to fucking have me on CBS Sports. So props to you.
Hey, thank you, Tony. You're the champion in my book. I see the belt. I hear it all. Congratulations to you and your family on all things personal and the baby on the way. Best of luck on Saturday, my friend.
Keep your stick on the ice and don't let your meat loaf.